It feels great. It feels great to be back in New York, and last time I was here was 5 years ago. So just to be back and re-smell the energy of this city and this event it feels nice. The energy of this city just lights up, and all those nice, unbelievable night sessions that will be coming out, and all the big names going out there on the court. I think it makes it a special city to have these kind of events. Yeah, it was unbelievable, as a young kid coming from Cyprus, I had a dream to become a professional tennis player and try and play in Grand Slam tournaments, events, and just having the opportunity, and the luck a bit. And I'm so grateful that I could even go beyond my dream and, achieve a Grand Slam final, be in the top 10 in the world, and have like a career of 17 years on tour. It's just, an unbelievable achievement for me. And yeah, just had so much fun the whole way. I actually enjoyed even more when I was with my teammates, when I was with the people back home, because, as a small country, all the players that we were playing for our country and representing our country, we're kind of friends. We grew up together, we knew each other, our families knew their families, and it was like a family event. And yeah, I just enjoyed it so much. And also, being the flag bearer in the Olympics in 2012 in London, I think that was the proudest moment of my career, of my tennis life. And yeah, just enjoyed every moment of competing for my country. In tennis, it's a very tough sport. Tennis, you're alone. You have your own team. You spend a lot of time alone in the hotel room, traveling every 5 days. You get your bags and you start traveling to another event. Like when you get injured, you have to take care of yourself and alone, and you have to find ways to be happy. I mean, I went through it. 95% of the players went through depression at one moment in their career. So it's a very, very lonely and very difficult sport that I think maybe, if maybe in some weeks a year you can have an event where you can go and play with friends, maybe it will boost you up a bit, and that's what happened when I represent Cyprus, when I played Davis Cup. It boosts me up for the next 1 or 2 months. And then, if you have that more often, maybe it can give you a bit more, the mental health side and the physical side, to give you a bit of a boost. I think tennis is a very mental sport, even though it's technical, it's physical, but it is mentally, because you're away from your home all the time. You're away from friends, away from family. And what's life all about, having family and friends and enjoying and being happy. So I think also, if the players had the financials, more players, let's say, had the better financial, income from the events, from all the events that they play, maybe they could take maybe a friend with them, or their girlfriend, or their parents, or their brother, and they would maybe feel happier, and they will not have this loneliness and a kind of a depression that I think a lot of players are having. So it's very important. I mean, it has improved in a lot of aspects. It has improved, but the structure, the system, not really. I think there is a lot of room for more improvement and faster improvement. I would go again to the financial part. That's where I'm going to come to the PTPA, why I think it's very important. ATP and WTA, it's 50% the players, 50% the tournaments. And, having a PTPA in the players' lives and creating this association, I think it's very important, because it's all about the players. The PTPA is only going to work for the rights and fight for the rights of the players. And I think that's very important, because the PTPA will find ways to improve and find ways to help the players get more than what they have, not because they don't deserve it. They deserve it so much because they're sacrificing so much from a very young age. I left Cyprus when I was 14 years old, and I had to go to a different country alone, and because of my dream to become a professional tennis player. So I sacrificed so much prior being a professional tennis player. And I think players deserve more. Players deserve what they deserve, and they don't have it right now.
Absolutely. And you mentioned something really interesting. You said financial is the biggest piece. And what's important to know, which I think someone from the outside doesn't realize, is it's more so the players outside the top 50 that really need that support. And that's what the PTPA is here to do, is support the players that are not the Novaks of the world or the Roger Federers of the world, but every single player.
Yeah, but Novak was before out of the 50. I mean, Novak did what he did and he deserves what he has. But before that, he was out of the top 50. And I think the game will improve because a player who can earn more money will invest more in his career. So the game will improve even more. He will create himself better facilities, better programs, better people around him, the people that he thinks are right for him, without having the doubt of, can I afford that and can I afford that? So I think it will help the sport eventually, and it will help everybody. My current role as an ambassador, is to talk to players, listen, especially listen to players, see what they think should be improved, and with the team of the PTPA, try to find a way to satisfy them and find ways to improve the sport by listening to players. Actually, funny enough, I was there when Vasek was starting it. He started a bit before Wimbledon 2019, and 2019 Wimbledon was my last year. And I met him in the locker room, and he had all these files of papers. He was going nuts, and I sat down with him. I tell him, man, what are you doing? And he started talking, and we had a long conversation sitting in the locker room of Wimbledon. In the beginning, man, how are you gonna get all the players with you? It's gonna be very tough, and then all of a sudden in 2019 US Open, I see PTPA is starting, with Novak in and a couple of other players. I say, wow, that's well done, Vasek, the guy didn't give up, and he pushed forward for it. And I think, like we said before, I think it's so great for the players, to have an association, to have people, a team behind them that care about them. And it's not that we don't believe that tournaments should not be in the discussions. That's not it, but there is a lot of things that need to be improved for the players, and better facilities, better practice facilities. There is so many tournaments, better food in so many tournaments that we can have, and I think there is a lot of improvement. A lot of times in my career there was a decision taken by the ATP that I wasn't aware of it, and I don't find that normal. I don't find that nice. Hoping with the PTPA this will be different. Come to a meeting, hear our thoughts, hear the PTPA thoughts, see the presentations, what we're talking on, see the facts, the data that PTPA has got the last year and a half. That's all I would be telling them. Come and see, and it's up to them to decide. I mean, we cannot force anybody to do something, but what we want is to make a better life for the player. That's what's the PTPA all about. And a better career, maybe a better pension plan. And when they finish their careers, there's so many players that are struggling. Yeah, it's just come and listen, come and see, come and learn. In life it's so important to keep on learning, never stop learning, and yeah, just a new thing to learn about. What did I learn? I learned the reality. And sometimes the reality hurts, it hurts for the players. And when you see the reality, when you see what's going on and you understand it, then there is no way you don't want to do anything about it. You want to help, and again, like I said, it's maybe not about this generation, maybe not now, But it's for the tennis, it's for the sport, it's for the future generations, and maybe our grandchildren will play tennis, and you know, it's for everybody, you know, and I think it's so important. You know, me personally, it was so nice to see some of the players so into it, and after asking questions, and the reaction from the players was superb. So it was nice to see. I mean, it's not about change. I don't like the word change. It's about improvement. I think there is a lot of things to improve. And, you know, there is many, so there is not one thing, you know. But again, like I said, I'm so excited to talk to players, sit down with them. You know, I'm there for them, whatever they need. We're here to find solutions for them, and just listen to them and try to find ways to make them happy and improve the sport, improve their careers, improve their lives. I think when it comes to, you know, tennis and as a sport itself, I think, you know, you need to get united. You need to find a way to unite yourself and find ways to improve the sport, and not only for them now, but for the next generation and the generations after. I think it's very important to evolve in life, and it's up to the players to do that. And I think they have the chance to do it, and I hope they will take it.